Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Rixer Vs Life. In my first video, we're going to be talking about, we're going to be explaining what this channel is going to consist of. We're going to talk about what type of content you're going to get out of this channel. And yeah, let's get to it. This is my first video, so bear with me. So to start off with, what can this channel do for me and you? So this channel is for me to. So we'll start with me. So for me, this is going to, I believe, help me quite a lot with my not just my mental state, but also my physical state as well. I think that this will help me get a lot of things off my mind and also voice some of my opinions, um, especially because I really want to be able to help people, be able to show people that at least motivate people a bit more so they can understand that you can do a lot of things if you put your mind to it, and it's really all that simple, and it really is that simple. I mean, you're looking at somebody that had, I didn't believe in myself. I don't, I really struggled with self-esteem issues, and gradually over time, that's got a lot better, and now I'm in a state where I feel like I can push that message across to other people in a way that I can, help them, which will also help me in the process. So a little bit about me. I'm a 29 orc. I'm from the UK, and I've traveled quite a lot in my life, but I do want to travel some more. I do want to create not just a channel for me. I want this to be for us. I want us to be able to voice our opinions to each other in the comment section. I want us to motivate each other through the comment section. I also am doing live streams, so you can catch my live streams over on Kick and on Twitch at Rixer Vs Life. I would definitely go give my live stream channels a follow and definitely stay updated on when I stream, because I will be breaking down some, I think my live streams are going to be really beneficial for most people, but I'm also going to try and break that down into shorter content for YouTube as well. So next, we're going to go on to online side hustles, which is going to be a main part of my content. It's not going to be all of it, because I do think that there's a lot of things that I want to cover in this channel, because I think there's so many things that we can talk about, and I think there's just so many things that we can all help each other with. So to begin with, I'll talk a little bit about side hustles and making money online. So, a lot of people talk about passive income, right? Okay. I don't believe any income is completely passive. I do believe you have to put in a little bit of energy to get it off the ground before it can become essentially passive. Um, so I will break that down a lot more in future content, in future videos. With online side hustles, you've got to understand it's something that I believe everyone should take part in and try and at least give it a go, because there's so many benefits to doing these sort of side hustles online, such as, like, you can work from anywhere. If you make like a Shopify store, if you've got like an Etsy store, you can run these from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be going into your 9 to 5 office job or go to your factory job. If you put in a little bit extra time to get this off the ground, you might be in a position where you could leave your full-time job. You can just completely focus on your side hustle, and eventually that will become your main hustle. And a main hustle that you can do anywhere in the world. Even if you're not someone that likes to travel, maybe if you're not somebody um that doesn't like you know remote work from anywhere else in the world, you can work from home. I've worked a little bit from home in a couple of my jobs, and not just that, I've also spent a lot of time working on my side hustles as well. And I think, like, the best thing I got from it was just the ability to be able to work from home. Because think about it, if you get let's get realistic, you go to work your 9 to 5, you got to commute there, you're spending 8 hours there, and you're doing that 5 days a week. In some cases, people do it for six, and it's a lot of time out your day. I think, if you can go to your job, come home, and focus on your side hustles, focus on something that, you never know, your Shopify store could take off. You might be selling on, eBay, you might be selling these things, they could take off for you. And then what? You don't have to go work your dead end job that you don't like, you hate it, you want more, and if these things take off, you've got a lot of opportunity. Okay. So another great thing about online side hustles that I love, that's something that really hit me, is being able to be your own boss. When you have problems and you come across problems in your business, um, you can fix them problems and it feels good. It feels so good to just fix them problems, because a lot of these, jobs that you work, um, there's problems and you can't fix them because you don't have permission to fix them. If the higher ups don't want these problems fixed, they're not going to fix them. Okay. And when you fix a problem, you generally get a really good feeling, especially like, let's say, like I've had a, issue with, let's say I had an issue with my Shopify store and I'm like, great, how am I going to figure this out? I then sit there and I figure it out. I research, I try and do as much as I possibly can to try and find out exactly what the problem is and how to fix it. And then when I fix it, I get such a good feeling. And for somebody that's never had that feeling before in their life, you know, it's like an influx of dopamine. It feels really good. And then you just want more and more and more. Okay. So side hustles are a really good way of building self-esteem. You'll get yourself more motivated because you'll feel value out of what you're doing. When you go work your dead end job, you get no value out of what you're doing. And that's why you hate it. You don't feel gratification. You don't feel like you're doing anything of any value at all. And as soon as you start, even if it's just something small, even just getting your first sales on Etsy or your first sales on Shopify, these things are going to really give you that boost, and it will just snowball on from there because you'll think, okay, what else can I do? What else can I do? What else can I do? Okay, so that's online side hustles. We're going to break that down in more videos. So definitely, yes, I would definitely say subscribe to the channel because we're going to go through a lot of different online side hustles to make some extra money. I mean, we're not talking about getting rich here, okay? But you never know. You might have a really good side hustle. Like you might be in a really good niche, and that niche is pretty untapped. And before you know it, you've got a lot of people, ordering from your store because they really like your products. And before you know it, you're making a lot of money. So it's definitely worth, taking into consideration, these side hustles and the fact that you can earn, a bit extra money alongside your job. And it'll also make you feel good about it as well. So next, for future content, I also really love, tech, and the way that AI is going at the moment. I think it's really interesting to see, you know, especially in the last 10 years, to see like how technology has advanced, to see how like automation has advanced. I mean, I've worked many jobs where like, I've worked like a factory job, and it's crazy though. Like, I'll give you a good example. Yeah. So, I'll be working a job and in a factory, one day they shipped this machine over from France, and they got some people over from France to basically get the machine going and working. That machine eliminated six people's job that machine eliminated because it was all completely automated. Yeah, fair enough, it wasn't perfect at the start, but once it did it enough times, it got better and better and better and better. Yeah. So I think AI is in a really cool place at the moment. I think a lot of people are scared about it, but I think a lot of people should just embrace it. Because like you can sit there and be scared all you want, but it's going to happen. So why not just embrace it? Okay. So I definitely think AI and tech is something that's not going to go away and is only going to get better and better. And the chances to be able to make money through it is going to be even better as well. That's definitely something I've learned. Definitely. I mean, I've used AI for, a few of my side hustles and it really does help. It takes a lot of, like, let's say if you don't know something, you can ask AI and it will tell you, it will give you a good answer. There's no more spending countless hours, you know, on the internet trying to find out the answer. You don't need to do that anymore. And then what you can make money as well. It's even great. So next I'm going to go on to funny slash embarrassing story times. Okay. So in every video, I want to keep it a bit upbeat. I want not just to be serious. I also want to share some funny and embarrassing stories that I've had in the past that I believe is worth sharing because these things make you into the person you are today. Okay. And without these funny, embarrassing story times, you you're not going to understand that, like, without some of the embarrassing things that I've done, some of the funny things that I've done, them things have really built me into who I am today. You know, it started to make me realize that we can do anything we put our mind to. And all them mistakes that I've made, all the situations I put myself in the past, um, and some of them were quite embarrassing, but some of them were also quite funny. But I think being quite open and honest with your mistakes is good, because the thing is what they don't teach you in school is it's okay to make mistakes. It is okay to make mistakes, okay? Because when you make mistakes, you learn. And a lot of my, side hustle, e-commerce, stuff like that, I made mistakes and then I learned, and then now you do it the second time, you've learned, you now know how to do it better because you've made them mistakes and you've learned from it. So it's definitely worth going over, mistakes, embarrassing things you've done in the past. Um, and yeah, so next we're going to move on to sharing experiences and helping each other in the comment section. So we are going to this channel, I really want us to be able to help each other. I'm going to be, responding to comments. I want to see all of you guys responding to each other, helping each other out. I appreciate that, like, there is always going to be hate, there's always going to be trolls, but I do believe we can just push them to one side and just focus on making money, making good content, and sharing experiences with each other, because you might have an experience that I might read about and I might think, oh, that's crazy, because that actually now might help me going forward. Let's say I put myself in a situation, reading your comment might actually give me a better understanding of the situation that I've just been put into. So you can never stop learning, like there's situations that, most of you have probably been in, and I've never been in. But what happens if I'm in that situation in the future? I'd rather have a good understanding of how to deal with that situation because I've read somebody else on how they dealt with the situation. So I do believe sharing experiences and helping each other through through the comment section is going to be something that is going to be quite big on this channel. I'm not somebody that, like, is very greedy. I want to help as many people as I can to sort of push them to do anything that they want to do. Um, so next we're going to go on to travel content. I mean, I've traveled quite a lot in my life. I've been quite fortunate in that aspect. But I do believe traveling is really good for you as well. It's really good for your mental state. You really get a good grasp on, like, how the world works, how other countries operate, you know, and these things can really make you feel good. Like, you also got to understand, there's more, there's more, there's more to the world than just um going to your 9 to 5 job every day and not doing anything. You've got to be in a position where you can at least um, go experience other culture. Apologies. I've got my phone absolutely going off. That is not going to happen in any future videos, so I do apologize. Okay, cool. We're good. Apologies, that will never happen again. Right. So yeah, travel content. So I do want to be in a position where, I can show you the world, because there's so many places I've been to that I think would really benefit other people if they went to, especially like seeing the struggle in some of the other countries. Like, don't get me wrong, like, people struggle in the Western world, like people do struggle, but I think when you see people that really don't have any opportunity, and they're making the best out of their situation, I think it will motivate you, and it will also motivate me, because it has motivated me in the past, and I think it'll only motivate me in the future as I continue to travel and explore other countries, and meet other people. So that's definitely something I plan to do, going on into the future, and hopefully we can get some good content for you when in some other countries. That'd be great. I would love to be able to be in a position to be able to give back to people as well. That's definitely something I want to go down to as well. So we're going to talk next about future content. So future content is mainly going to be stuff like the story times, the making money online. I want to go down, like mental well-being talks a little bit. I mean, I'm not anything like I'm not, got any what's the word? I haven't got any degrees or anything in mental well-being or anything like that. But I do believe, like, my own personal issues I've had with my mental well-being, I do believe that I can help other people with what I've been through, and you never know. You might have been through something that might help me with my mental state. And unfortunately, we do live in a world where more and more people are getting diagnosed with mental health issues. I'm not someone to sit there and say that mental health doesn't exist. I do believe it exists. You also got to understand that, like, 30 years ago, nobody had phones, nobody had TikTok on their phone, nobody had all these things on their, you know, ways. There are a lot of things, that can make people anxious, and I want to break that down in other videos as well, because I've struggled with it. I've really struggled with it in the past, comparing your life to other people, can really get you down sometimes, and I think the one thing that I really want to push when it comes to mental well-being is you can get over it. You don't need to take medication, okay? You can get over these things. It's just not going to be easy. But what part of life is easy? I mean, I've done 29 years. I don't think any part of it's been easy, to be honest. I think it's all been some struggle in some sort of way. So yeah, we're definitely going to have a lot of different types of content on this channel. But I hope most of it is going to be to help you and to help me. That's really like the moral of the whole channel. It's things, it's subjects that are going to help me and you. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about the end of the video. So towards the end of every single video, we're going to have a question, the question of the video per se. Um, and this is a question that I want you all to answer in the comment section. I want to understand how you feel about the question. Some of them will be funny, some of them will be serious, some of them might be motivational. But we're going to throw different ones in there. But please let me know what you think in regards to the question. So the question for this video is going to be, what is the one thing that helps with your mental health? What do you think is that one thing? It could be negative, it could be positive, it could be something that you might agree with, but other people don't agree with. Um, I don't really like particularly care what it is. I just want to hear what you think helps with your mental health. It could be anything. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to be replying to anybody that answers, because I've got a genuine interest in anyone that's anyone that's engaging with my content. I've got a genuine interest for you. And yeah, so to sum it all up, this channel is not just going to be for you, it's also going to be for me, it's going to be for all of us, to help each other, to share experiences, and to help each other as much as we possibly can. So I would definitely stay in the loop for future updates. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, Rixer Vs Life. Stay in the loop for updates on future content. You can hit my Patreon up. You can support my channel over on Patreon. I would really appreciate that. If you could also follow me on Kick and on Twitch, that would really show that I'm building up an audience of people that generally want to hear what I've got to say, and other people, and also people that want to be helped as well. Okay. So definitely, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, stay in the loop for all future updates. I mean, this has been a great video for the first video. I can't wait to do more videos for you guys. This is something that I think will really help me a lot, and I think it will help me help you guys, and it'll make me feel good that I'm helping you guys. Okay, so this has been a great video for the first video anyway. Hopefully I get a bit better with the anxiousness of it all. But it but yeah. So yeah, thank you guys. I hope you yeah, Rick's it out.